on? Is this thing on? Welcome to Living with MARCIAL. We'll smell together and talk about fragrances and maybe lotions and cream and potions that smell so good. What is going on? Hey Matt, what is up, mi amigo? How are you feeling? Hi Luke, how are you feeling? Thank you so much for joining in. What is going on tonight? You know what it is? I recently purchased Maud, sac passé. How are you, my love? How are you feeling? I recently ordered some lotions from Avon, and I'm digging them. I'm absolutely digging them. Let me put the normal filter here for a second, if I can do that. But yeah, so far I am digging Avon fragrances. If you know me, you know I've always loved Avon fragrances. One that I recently wore from Avon is this one that I've been talking about for a long time. Hey, what's up? Long Island Shaving joined in. How are you feeling? We're going to be talking about some lotions I recently purchased from Avon, and I'm excited about smelling them. I'm going to get gloves actually, because I don't want to like contaminate when I put it on the different Naboulé, I love it. So I have gloves here handy, so that way I don't contaminate them when I smell them, and I tell you what I think about them, what fragrances I think they may go well with, you know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. By the way, what is your scent of the day? What are you wearing? What have you been wearing recently? Today, or tonight I should say, here in New York, Bronx, New York, the weather is in the 40s. So it's perfect weather for that sweater weather fragrances, those vanillic fragrances, those more animalic fragrances. This is the time for you to be rocking those scents, okay? Black Afghan. Oh, so let me tell you, my experience with that one, that's from Nasomato, right? Not Nasomato. Yeah, Nasomato, right? Crazy Nose. So Black Afghan is... Oh, no. It's not from Nasomato. Where is that one from? Black Afghan. That's from a different... That's different. So remind me. Brain fart. So warm and yummy. Ooh, I dig it. So it must have vanilla. It's yours. It's from Pheromone Fragrances. I'm going to pin you. There you go. There you go. So it's pinned. Did I pin it? Black Afghan. Pin the comment. There you go. So Black Afghan. So let us know what notes are in Black Afghan, please, Matt. Let us know. So that fragrance is from Pheromone Colognes. Pheromone Colognes. So there are 3 different fragrances. Why do I keep saying fragrance? Because I usually talk fragrance, but we're talking creams and lotions, right? So this one is from the line from Avon. It's called Avon Aromatherapy. I did a post talking about it, Aromatherapy, and so this one is called Sleep Tight Zzz, Relaxing Lavender and Rose Scent for a Good Night's Sleep Body Lotion. So it's Lotion pour le corps. Lotion pour le corps. So this one is called Sleep Tight Zzz, and it's a rose lavender scent. So you know, chances are I'm gonna like this one more than of the other ones. Oh, so it has butterscotch vanilla. Gourmand, very edible. I'm gonna eat it. And then this one's called Bright Day Ahead. So you know when you hear the word bright, it's gonna be citrus, right? It's gonna have something citric-y. So Bright Day Ahead has uplifting citrus and ginger scents for a burst of energy body lotion. So this one from Avon's Aromatherapy, it's called Bright Day Ahead, and has citrus and ginger. How many of you here or watching in the afterplay can notice that ginger gives you citrus, ginger gives you bright, ginger gives you energy? Like when I'm chopping ginger, you guys know I use ginger pretty much every day when I make my oatmeal, when I prepare teas, and ginger does give that citric kind of energy. So it is appropriate to be bright. Chances are I'll like it too, because you guys know I like ginger fragrances, which I'm also going to be talking about fragrances that I feel I would be able to wear with them. So like sort of to layer. sort of to layer. I was talking to my son today, and he was telling me that he's a layerer. Duh, you know, he loves to layer fragrances, and he does a better job than me layering. I wish he would but anyways, he's more into fitness. So this one is called Bye Bye Stress. Bye Bye Stress, refreshing spearmint and eucalyptus scent to keep your cool. This is to keep your cool body lotion. So we're going to be smelling all three. I have gloves, that way I don't contaminate them. I'm going to put them on different parts of my body. That way I can, you know, give them respectful smells. And then I'll talk about which fragrances I would layer them with. By the way, do you guys use lotion or creams or body potions? Let me know which ones you use. I know that right now Skin Potion is really, really, really popular. Shout outs to them. They have a wonderful line of oils and butters and fragrances that people are absolutely loving. So shout out to them as well. So let's start out with Bye Bye Stress. How's that? Let's start out with Bye Bye Stress. We'll give Bye Bye Stress the first go. So what do you think of the bottle, the encasing? I like it. I like the fact that it has this black, what is it, hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's octagon. It's an octagon cap. I like it. You can stand it. Something about it is very Tom Fordy to me, doesn't it to you? Something about it is very Tom Fordy. But let's see. I'm going to open it. Clearly unused. So I'm going to try and use the glove. That way I don't, you know, contaminate nothing. Okay, here we go. And so I'm going to just put it on the hand here. Take this much. Now, yes, my arms and the back of my wrist and my wrists are clean. I washed them very, very recently, less than 7-8 minutes ago. So again, this one is the Bye Bye Stress. So we're going to start smelling that one. And this one has spearmint and eucalyptus. This one has spearmint and eucalyptus. How many of you like spearmint? Isn't it very nice presentation? Thank you, Maud. How many of you like the spearmint and eucalyptus? I like eucalyptus. I love spearmint. If you have body aches, spearmint is really good for that. This lotion comes on very nice. I like how it looks. Yes, it's not bubblegum spearmint. It's not like 5 gum or but you feel that mintiness. You feel that in there. What I smell most, I'll be honest with you, I smell most is the eucalyptus. The spearmint is felt. Because if you work with oils, if you know, spearmint oil is very strong. It is very strong. So I'm sure they did not add a lot of spearmint into it, and I'm feeling it still. But what I'm smelling is the eucalyptus. Okay. I like how it smells. It's not an overwhelming scent. It doesn't seem to be the kind of lotion that, it's not like a Bath and Body Works lotion that you can wear alone and it works like a fragrance. Have you ever done that? So at the Bath and Body Works, Avon has a line called Senses that I've spoken about before. They're lotions you can wear as a fragrance on their own, you know? So can I tell you which one I would layer this one with? So Avon themselves has a line called Artisan, and they have cannabis oud. Hey, what's up, Anna? How are you doing? I would layer this one again is Bye Bye Stress by Avon Aromatherapy. I would layer Avon's cannabis oud. I would layer that over it because there is a green aromaticness to it. So yes, the mint, the eucalyptus, and the cannabis in cannabis oud would definitely meld well. The other one that I would actually dare to spray over it would be Le Demi-Monde. Le Demi-Monde. Le Demi-Monde has a florambic energy to it that would layer great over. Doesn't it sound attractive? It is absolutely attractive. And like what I say, llamative, it's calling, it's alluring. So I would layer Le Demi-Monde by Studio Sense. I would layer Le Demi-Monde over it because it would add the aromatic semi-greenness, that, you know, subtle greenness to it, that this beautiful Floramber, on its own, it's gorgeous, but that this beautiful Floramber would layer well and play fun with the Bye Bye Stress by Avon's Aromatherapy. So that was Bye Bye Stress Aromatherapy. It has eucalyptus and spearmint. The spearmint is not a prominent note in this lotion. The eucalyptus is, but the spearmint is felt on the skin. And again, spearmint is really good for body aches, bone aches, muscle aches. Not saying that this is what it's for, but spearmint is good for that. So this does help reduce stress. Just smelling it, you know, having it on the body will cool you. Definitely will cool you. And the two scents that I thought smelled great with it are Artisan by Avon, Artisan Cannabis Oud, and Studio Sense Le Demi-Monde. I would kind of also want to say, I was thinking this one for another one, but I would say Molten Brown London Vetiver Grapefruit would also go, because of the vetiver, that greenness would also go well. Would also go well with it. So that was Bye Bye Stress, okay? So now let's go into Bright Day Ahead. When I see this Bright Day Ahead, it makes me think of lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day. That's what it makes me think of. But okay, this one's called Bright Day Ahead. And naturally you hear the word bright in fragrance. Is Cannabis Oud unisex? Yes, it is unisex. It is absolutely a unisex scent. It is absolutely a unisex scent. I can tell you, I'm happy I purchased it. Yeah, it would go perfect with it. It would go perfect with Bye Bye Stress. It's so the oud in it is not so I'm sorry, the cannabis is not so cannabis-y, right? The when you spray it on your skin, yes, you're gonna get cannabis. It's gonna smell cannabis-y, but it's not going to smell like you're smoking it. You're gonna get the greenness, and I think I mentioned this the first time I reviewed it. You're gonna get the greenness from the cannabis. You're gonna get that not vegetal, but that aromatic that you get from a green. And it just would go so well with the spearmint and the eucalyptus in Bye Bye Stress from Avon Aromatherapy. So yeah, really good. Even for a woman who does not like oud. So the good thing about Cannabis Oud is that you don't get oud. This is, for a fact, I'm very sure that they did not use real oud. I'm sure that they used an oud note. And in that oud note, they didn't create a skanky oud. They created a cleaner oud. So what you get is more the wood of the oud. You know, you get more of the syrupy oil. I don't mean syrupy sweet, I mean syrupy oil. You know how the oil is thick? You get that. You get the denseness. But you don't get a skanky oud. It's not a dirty oud. It's not an oud that was aged in oxygen. You know, it would be an anaerobic oud if it were real oud. You know what I mean? Because you guys know that the thing that makes the oud stink is when it's aged out in the open or in the air. If you age oud anaerobically means without oxygen around, right? Without oxygen around. If you age it anaerobically, then you get a very clean, beautiful oud. Sometimes it's almost like food oud. You know, it's a gorgeous. So it would, if I had to describe the oud accord that's in there, it's a very clean oud. Even for a woman who does not like oud, yes, I would say give it a go. Give it a go. It's a safe try. It's a safe try. Thank you. That's an excellent question. Thank you. Well, we learn together and grow together, right, baby? So now let me put my glove on for Bright Day Ahead. I like that, Bright Day Ahead. Doesn't that just sound good? You're gonna have a bright day ahead. So after you take your shower, you dry, and you put on your Bright Day Ahead, and you tell yourself, I'm gonna not only have a bright day ahead, I'm going to make a bright day ahead. And why is that? Simply because, you know what? I said I'm gonna make a bright day ahead. Period. Point blank. That makes sense? So yes, that one, I like the title. I like the name of it, Bright Day Ahead. And of course, when you hear the word bright, you immediately start thinking citruses. You immediately start thinking lemon, start thinking bergamot, start thinking orange, mandarin. And in this case, it's uplifting citrus. So it has all of that. And a ginger scent. You know why? Because it brightens your day and it makes you go, oh. So I am going to put my glove on and I'm going to smell it. So yes, lotions usually tend to be linear, so the scent has essentially remained the same. It's become, of course, more lotion-y smelling, but it still remains the same. Eucalyptus is what's more prominent. The spearmint has, the sensation of the spearmint is still there, but not as strong as when first applied. So we're going from bye-bye stress into bright day ahead. You're gonna have a bright day today. You're gonna have a bright day tomorrow. You're gonna have a bright day today. You're gonna have a bright day tomorrow. And again, I say make your days bright, right? We gotta make our days bright, because ain't nobody gonna make it bright for us. One thing I have learned is that there are people in our lives that you would hope would look to make your days bright, and they actually don't want to make your days bright, either because their days are gloomy, or that's just their psychological, emotional, what is it called, genealogical makeup. So I like, as I've learned, you don't take things personal and you don't like worry too much about them. But I have also learned you have to be careful with them. But you make your day bright. So here we go. Again, this is Bright Day Ahead. For those who are joining and have not seen the encasing, I really love it. Tiwa day. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm excited that you're here. We're talking about Avon lotions, body lotions from the line Avon Aromatherapy. So we just talked about Bye Bye Stress, which has spearmint and eucalyptus, and we mentioned that the fragrances that I would layer them with was Studio Scents Le Demi-Monde, a gorgeous Floramber fragrance, Artisan Cannabis Oud, which a great question that was asked. Hey, what's up, Al? How are you feeling? We're talking about Avon's Aromatherapy lotion and fragrances that I would layer them with. I miss you too, Tiwa. Big bear hug to you. Big bear hug to the entire family. I'm so happy that you're here, okay? I missed you a lot. What's going on, Al? My brother from another mother. I love you very much, all right? So the fragrances I said I would layer over the Bye Stress Aromatherapy. And again, I love the encasing. It has an octagonal cap, so you can put it standing. I just love how it looks. Something about it is very Tom Fordy, right? It's good to see you too, bro. It's good to see you too. There's something very Tom Fordy about this. Very, very, very clean, very neat, very polished, very sophisticated. Even down to the mat of the encasing. So I said I would pair a cannabis oud, mighty strong, mi mighty amiga is here. How are you? And so I had also mentioned Le Demi-Monde by Studio Scent. And I had mentioned Molten Brown London Vetiver Grapefruit. Shout outs to Marshmallow. Marshmallow sent me this one and I loved smelling it. Shout outs to you. And so those were the ones I said would really blend well with it. And now we're going into Bright Day Ahead. And this one has citrus scents. It's good to see you. This one has citrus scents. And I mentioned, whenever we hear the word bright, we're automatically going to think citruses. We're going to think lemon. We're going to think lime. We're going to think orange. We're going to think mandarin. Might even think pineapple, you know. But whenever we hear that bright, those are things. But ginger is also something. And this one has ginger. So the reason why I'm wearing a glove is because I wanted to make sure that I'd be honest in my nose's review of the lotion. So this was the glove that I used to try on Bye Bye Stress. And now I'm going to be trying the Bright Day Ahead, that we make our own days be bright, right? So, oop, there you go. All right, so I poured it out a little too much too quick, but that's okay, that'll work. Let me get the cap. Excuse me for a second. There we go. All right. Oh, the cap does not want to go on. All right. Here we go. Now listen to me. There you go. All right. So now I'm going to rub the lotion. Here it is on my hands. Can you see that? I'm going to rub it on my forearm up here. That way I can you see that? Oh, I love how this smells. I'll see you, Maud. I'll see you. À tout à l'heure, mon cher. À tout à l'heure. This one smells wonderful. This one. So there's something, even though it's bright, there's something warm in it, and I think that warmth comes from the ginger or whatever they use to create that ginger note. Oh, this smells wonderful. This smells wonderful. So I was mentioning some lotions you can wear and they can serve as your scent of the day. Like there's certain Bath and Body Works lotions. Avon has a line called Senses, and their lotions also can serve as their own fragrance for the day. You don't have to put on a fragrance because their lotion is that strong and that far projecting that it behaves as a fragrance. And I've done videos about that before. Put it on my ashy elbows. Them ashy elbows. Lord of mercy. But yes, it smells good. I like it. So what fragrances would I layer with Bright Day Ahead? Bright Day Ahead, automatically what comes to mind, I'll tell you, are two fragrances. So the first fragrance that comes to head is Clutch by Perfumology. Clutch by Perfumology. This fragrance I've owned 4 bottles of. This is my 4th bottle. I love Clutch. And Clutch has ginger in it. It also has elemi, which gives a smokiness. And I feel that this would blend perfectly. Hey, what's up, Gabo? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te sientes? Good to see you here. Estamos hablando de lociones y cremas corporales que compré de Avon. Este es de la línea Avon Aromatherapy. Ya hemos probado o olido 2. La primera fue Bye Bye Stress, que tiene eucalyptus y spearmint, no sé cómo se dice en español. Y ahora estamos tratando Bright Day Ahead, que tiene notas cítricas y jengibre, ginger. So what I'm saying would go wonderful with it is Clutch. And the other one that I felt would go wonderful with it, it really would, is Smoky Jazz by Primera Perfumes. So Smoky Jazz by Primera Perfumes has an element of sweetness to it, right? Has an element of fruity sweetness. And I think it goes great with this. It would layer well with it. Again, what I have to say about these aromatherapy body lotions is that even though it says aromatherapy, you're expecting it to be extremely projecting, very strong in aroma. It's actually the opposite. The aroma is not overwhelming, but the hydration seems to be really darn good. Look at that shine. And so they would contribute to the skin actually being able to stay, the fragrance being able to stay for a while. You know what I mean? So that was that one. Now we're going to do Sleep Tight. Sleep Tight, 3 Z's. Sleep Tight, And when you hear sleep tight, or you think about something that is relaxing, something that is going to calm you down, what's the first note that comes to your head? I'm going to give you guys time to write down. What's the first note that comes to your head when you think of something that is going to relax you, something that is going to soothe you? I'm going to give you guys some time, and in the meantime, I'm going to mention probably another fragrance that I think would go well with Honeybee. How are you, my love? It's good to see you. You got it, Mighty Strong. You got it. You got it. You absolutely got it. Lavender. Lavender is the first thing that comes to your head, and this one is a lavender and rose scent. This one is a lavender and rose scent. So, let me know, Mighty Strong, if you would like to try these out. You've won a Marshall's Blends Fragrance Random giveaway, and let me know if you want to try them out. I'll have these 3 sent out to you. Well, not these are mine. I'm going to order 3 more, and then I'll send them out to you. All right, so let me know if you're up for that. You can DM me, all right? But the other one that I was thinking about that would go good with the bright day ahead is Manhattan by City Rhythm. I'm not going to spray them on me because then that would kind of like impede what I can smell, right? You got it, Al. Al got it. Al got it. Al, would you want to try these lotions? Let me know. If you want to try them, let me know. DM me, and you can be the second Marshall's Blends Fragrance Random giveaway winner, all right? So I'm going to try this one. Now, lavender, if you know, is used a lot in the fougères, right? It's used a lot in the fougère fragrances. So automatically off the bat, anything that's a fougère or even a chypre, it's gonna work with it. Let me tell you something. Bright Day Ahead is a lot more projecting. Hey, what's up, Static Olfactive? Hi, Paul. How are you? It's good to see you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for stopping in. It's good to see you. We're talking about lotions, body lotions that Avon makes, and this line is Avon Aromatherapy. You got it, my love. It's Aromatherapy, and this is my first time trying this line. I've tried their you got it, my love. I've tried their lotions from their Senses line, and their Senses line is so wonderful that even the lotion serves as a fragrance. I've worn just the lotion after showering, and for 2, 3, 4 hours, people could smell me. So that, you know, but this is not necessarily that strong. It's not that like far projecting. So it's supposed to be an aromatherapy, so it makes sense that it won't be so loud, right? Because it's supposed to soothe you or relax you or give you a bright day ahead. So now I'm gonna put on the last glove. I've been using gloves, guys. That way I can give you an honest olfactive experience. So I've been using gloves to make sure that I don't contaminate what I'm wearing. So this time I'm gonna put it on this hand, my left hand, and open it. So let's do it. And you guys know I love rose, so Static Olfactive. Oh yes, Al actually gave me this. Yes, thank you for shouting that out. Static says, I know you're talking lotions right now, but I can't help but notice that pulse of the night on your shelf behind you. Killer stuff. Absolutely. That's why I love Al so much. I mean, he is a brother from another mother. He's been able to he introduced me to like 3 different fragrances that I had never really gotten to experience. So yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I love it, especially for this time of year where the temperature is 40 degrees, 30 degrees. I'm able to show off and rock it and wear, and people are able to smell. Something about it, right? Pulse of the night in the cooler weather, I say that the notes are able to jump off the cool air molecules, you know? Where in a summer or a fall, it's kind of like it's impeded. This is able to just flourish in the cooler weather. So far, I'll tell you, if you were to ask me which one I like, I would have to say Bright Day Ahead. It's the one that is, I smell it most, and it's bright. It's got ginger. It's got, you know what I mean? So, there you go. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, Gabo? Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so Gabo mentions that I'm gonna read it in Spanish. Oye, Marcial, parece que todas las botellas moradas tienen la nota de lavanda. So he's saying that it seems like all of the fragrances that will be encased in have a presentation of purple. This one's blue, but it would have a presentation of purple, would have lavender, and you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct, because this is purple and it would imply lavender. And kind of the same thing happens in fragrance. You're right. When lavender is the most prominent note, then they usually will have a purple bottle. You're 100% correct, Dabo. Muchas gracias por ese punto ahí. Gracias por mencionarlo. And so again, I love the octagonal cap that it has. It allows for having it stand. The other thing I love is it's a very sleek, very I say polished because it really gives me, not polished by shine, but polished in presentation. You know, it's very sleek, it's very formal, semi-stoic, but in a warm way. You know what I mean? So it's great presentation. So I'm gonna put this, you guys know I love rose, so I'm super excited. Hey Jessica, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So here we go. I'm gonna put it on. So I've been putting them on gloves. That way I give you a sincere olfactive experience. These were the gloves that I used for Bye Bye Stress and Bright Day Ahead. Thank you again, Al. So now we're gonna pour the lotion. See, this one is a lot thicker. So what I noticed is Bright Day Ahead was less viscous and a lot more runny, and I think it may have to deal with the fact that it uses the citric scents and the ginger. You know, I always assume citric scents are acidic, so they're gonna be runnier. But look at this one. So both the Bye Bye Stress and the Sleep Tights are thicker. They're thicker, where the Bright Day Ahead that has the citrus and the ginger is runnier. So I find that interesting, but it makes sense, okay? So now we're gonna rub the Sleep Tights on the forearm here. So let me tell you something. Yes, I get the lavender immediately. I immediately get the lavender, and I also immediately get the rose. But there's also like a soapiness to this. This one has a soapiness. This one has it's I would say it's semi-vintage. And if you're noticing, it is the one that has it's the thickest one. It's the thickest one. It shined more on this one. This is the thickest one. This is the one that applies looking almost like sunscreen. It's very thick. It smells the strongest. It smells the strongest. I would say it has to have some type of orris in there too, because I'm picking up, right? I'm picking up some type of an iris. So yes, it has lavender. Yes, it has rose, but it also has orris in there. If not, yeah, it's orris. It's not carrot seed, because carrot seed is different, you know? This definitely has orris in there. And it smells wonderful. What I would say this one would go great with off the bat is Soufflé de Shalimar. Soufflé, Shalimar. It would smell wonderful because Shalimar also presents semi-vintage. It has somewhat of a citricness, but it has a vanilla. And that vanilla in here would play so well with the orris that is presented here and the rose and that lavender. So it's not a fougere-ish lavender at all. It's a very floral lavender. It's not fougere. It doesn't present aromatic. It presents floral, and I would dare say vintage floral. I like how it smells. I like how it smells. Another one that I think would layer well with it, I'm going to tell you two more that I think would layer well with it, is Tabac. Tabac by Zaharoff. I think it would layer well with it. I'll tell you why. Yeah. So Tabac has clearly the tobacco. It also has a leather, I believe. And those two would play so well with that lavenderic orris that I'm getting. The rose is not prominent. I'm not getting rose out of here. And you guys know I love a good rose fragrance. but I'm not getting rose out of here. And the other one that I would say, that Sleep Tight, which has lavender and what was the other thing, rose. Interestingly enough, I think it would go good with Les Bonbons d'Amélie by Shelter and Perfume. Les Bonbons d'Amélie is a praline. Isn't it? Pretty bottle, right? Thank you. Which one were you talking about? The Shalimar? Or the Les Bonbons d'Amélie? Or the Tabac? Because they're all pretty bottles. But Les Bonbons d'Amélie for me is a very sexy bottle. It's a very sexy vintage bottle. And it's a praline-based note, right? It's a praline-based note. And I feel like it would go well with this vintage-y kind of lavender, orris, undertone of rose. I don't think they use real rose. It's got to be maybe a pink pepper that they use to create a rosiness. That's what it has. It has a rosiness. So Sleep Tight, you're not going to smell rose. It's rosy. So you get orris. What I get most is the orris. I get musk. It has some type of a musk. So I would say the main thing is orris, a floral, lavender, pink pepper rosiness, and a slight musk. Okay, yes, this tobacco bottle is the bee's knees sexy. And they're coming out with another one that I think it's called honey, like it has to deal with honey, and the bottle is just gorgeous also. But yeah, I like this. This is sticker. It's a sticker, but let me tell you, it's not tacky. It's not tacky. It's just gorgeous. It's very sexy. Yeah, and I like the embossment that it has there. Yes, and so I would say, yeah, this would go really well with Sleep Tight. That's why. So guys, I had so much fun. Again, congratulations, Mighty Strong and ARL. If you guys want, send me your address, your recent address. I recently sent out something to someone to their old address and came to find out it was the old address. So just keep me posted. All right, guys. Let me know if you guys have any lotions that are tops for you, that are number ones for you. If I have to talk about Bath and Body Works, for me it's the Twisted Mint. Twisted Spearmint, it is the bee's knees. I love it for winter, I love it for summer, I love it, period. If I have to talk about the Avon Senses, they have one that's oat and vanilla. That one is the one that I wear and people smell me for hours. Of these three, wow. Now, let me tell you something. I gotta tell you, I can smell them. And the Bye Bye Stress is smelling a lot softer, a lot better. It's no longer just eucalyptus. But then again, it's probably because I'm smelling other things together. That's how come I had to smell it separately. Brother, this holiday season, we need to do a live together. Of course, let me know. Now, the thing is, I don't celebrate holidays. That's the first off. I kind of try and make it very clear to everybody I don't do holidays. But I'm down to do a live with you. Just let me know. Hello. A las órdenes. I'm at your service. So, Bye Bye Stress. All three are good. Which one do I like the most? One would think that I would say the one with the rose, but no. The one I like the most is Bright Day Ahead. I'm gonna have a bright day tomorrow. That's it. Bright Day Ahead is the one that I would say I love the most. They all have their own uses. If you like spearmint and eucalyptus, then the Bye Bye Stress is the one for you. If you want something to relax, it will be Sleep Tight. And if you like something bright, but just remember that it's a little runny. Of the three, the Bright Day Ahead is a little runny simply because of, I guess, the citric notes and the ginger. You know what I mean? But check it out. All three I dig. I dig all three, and I will be using all three. I will be layering all three. And the way they feel on my skin, it feels really good. Now I can do this. It feels really good on my skin. It feels moisturizing. It feels hydrating. It smells good. Okay, so I don't know. Thank you so much. Why do I say I don't know? Because remember, I was rubbing with the glove, so it wasn't working with my hands. It takes on a beautiful life once I rubbed with my hands. So let me tell you, yeah, they're really good. They're really good, but still remains my favorite, Bright Day Ahead. Bright Day Ahead is my number one. And then after that would be the Sleep Tights, and then it would be Bye Bye Stress. So that's, if I had to put it in order, it would be like that. Bright Day Ahead, and then it would be a Sleep Tights, and then it would be Bye Bye Stress. So guys, I thank you so much for having hung out with me. It means a lot. I had a great time chilling with y'all. You guys are awesome. You guys know I love you from the heart. It is very hydrating. I can feel it. You know when you can feel something, it doesn't feel tacky, it doesn't feel sticky, it just feels like it's I hate when, well, not that I hate, but I hate when people are like, oh, it feels like a second skin. But yes, it feels like a second skin. It just feels that natural. You know what I mean? So there you go. Maybe I don't hate it. It's just maybe I never really used it. It used to annoy me when I would watch an infomercial where they'd be like, it's a second skin. But I'm going to sing you guys out, okay? Goodbye, my lovely fragrance blenders. I'll see and smell you soon. Ciao. See you guys soon. Love you from the heart.